Hello guys, it's time to celebrate now, and as I told you in my introductory video that I'll be starting my lecture with the topic ratio and proportion. And let's get on with the first question without wasting any time. And it says that A is to B is 7 is to 9 and B is to C is 5 is to 7, and we have to find A is to B is to C. So I'll be explaining you this question first conventionally, and then I'll be getting on with the trick after then. It says A is to B and B is to C is 7 is to 9 and 5 is to 7 respectively, and we are supposed to find A is to B is to C. Now in order to find A is to B is to C, I would make these two B's similar. So what I would do is I would convert this 5 into this 9. How? By multiplying this 5 by 9 by 5, so that 5 and 5 would cancel out and I would get 9. So what I would do is and since this 5 is in proportion with this 7, so we are also going to multiply this 7 by 9 by 5. 5 and 5 would cancel out, and in order to remove this denominator I would again multiply whole equation with 5. So I would get 35 is to 45 is to 63. So as we can see, we have got the answer, but it took a couple of minutes, and since it is a time oriented paper, so I'll show you how to do the question by trick. Alright guys, let's start the question with trick. I'm going to repeat the question again. It says A is to B is 7 is to 9 and B is to C is 5 is to 7, and we are supposed to find A is to B is to C. Now guys, the trick is quite simple and yet basic, that is going to be used in almost every question in this chapter. See, it says A is to B is 7 is to 9, so we are going to write 7 and 9 here and leave a blank here. And it says B is to C is 5 is to 7, then B is to C is 5 is to 7, and then a blank here. Now all we are going to do is to copy the very same number in the blank adjacent to it. We are going to copy this 5 in this blank, and we are going to multiply the numbers in downward fashion. That means 7 is going to be multiplied by 5, 9 by 5 and 9 by 7 respectively. So 7 into 5, 35, 9 into 5, 45, and 9 into 7 is 63. Here's the answer. Okay guys, moving on to the next question. It says that A is to B is 2 by 9 is to 1 by 3, B is to C is 2 by 7 is to 5 by 14, and C is to D is 3 by 5 is to 7 by 10. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify all these fractions at once. See, 3 would cancel out 9, 7 would cancel out 14 by 2, and similarly 5 and 10. Now in order to remove this denominator, I'm going to multiply this equation with 3. So what I would get is 2 is to 3. Similarly, this 2 by this equation, 4 is to 5, and then 6 is to 7. Now what we are asked is A is to B is to C is to D. So we'll be following the similar pattern. A is to B is to C is to D. So A is to B is 2 is to 3, B is to C is 4 is to 5, and C is to D is 6 is to 7. And again we are going to find some blanks which we are going to be filling with a similar pattern. That means 3 would be copied here, and again here, 4 here, 5 will be copied here, 6 here, and then again here. And then we are going to multiply these numbers in a downward fashion 2 into 4 into 6, 3 into 4 into 6, 3 into 5 into 6, and 3 into 5 into 7. So 4 2s are 8, 8 6 are 48, 3 4s are 12, 12 6 are 72, 3 5s are 15, 15 6 are 90, 15, 15 7s are 105. Now see again, guys, we are going to look that if there is any number which can simplify this equation. If there is, then we are going to simplify this equation further, and as we can see that this equation can be simplified by 3. So 16 is to 24 is to 30 is to 35, and since this equation cannot be simplified further, so it's going to be our answer. Alright guys, you're supposed to do this question yourself. I put this question for you just to make you increase your confidence, and leave your answer in the comment section, and take your time, pause the video, solve the question, and please do it correctly. Now moving on to the next trick. Alright guys, here is the second type of question. It says that the ratio of monthly incomes of A and B is 2:3, and the ratio of their expenditure is 1:2. If each saves 24,000 per month, find A's income. So alright guys, first I'll be explaining you the method conventionally, and then we'll be moving on with the trick. So it says that the ratio of monthly income is A's to B. So if we were to do by the old method, we would assume any variable for income, expenditure, and the savings respectively. So let us assume that the variable for income is X and expenditure is Y. So according to the question, it says that the ratio of monthly income of A and B is 2:3. So if the variable for income is X, then for A its income would be 2x, and for B its income would be 3x. It says the ratio of the expenditure is 1:2. So the expenditure of A would be just Y, and the expenditure of B would be 2y, and it says that each saves 24,000. So now guys, as you can see that we have made these two equations, and we're supposed to solve these equations, get the value of X and Y respectively, and put it according to the question asked, and we have to find, since we have to find A's income, then we are supposed to find 2x. So as we can see that there may be some questions that would include some difficult equations, so that would obviously take a lot of time. So I'll be teaching you how to do it in just a couple of seconds. So guys, let's take on this question again, and but with a trick this time. We're going to solve this question in a tabular form, and you'll be seeing that the question will be solved just in a couple of seconds. So it says that the ratio of monthly incomes of A and B is 2:3. It's written here, and the ratio of their expenditure is 1:2. Now if each saves 24,000, then we are going to find A's income. Now guys, what we are going to do is we are going to multiply this number in a crisscross manner. That means this 2 will be multiplied by this number and this number. So 2 into 2 is 4, and 2 into 24,000 is 48,000. Now we are going to multiply this one with this number. 1 into 3 is 3, and 1 into 24,000 is 24,000. And now we are going to subtract this number from this number, and 48,000 from this number. So 4 minus 3 is 1. 48,000 minus 24,000 is 24,000. So guys, as we can see that this 1 unit represents 24,000. and we are supposed to find A's income, and A's income represents 2 units. So if 1 unit represents 24,000, then 2 units will represent 48,000. That is your answer. Alright guys, let's move on to the second question. It says that the ratio of monthly income of A and B is 9:7, and ratio of their expenditure is 4:3, and if each saves 200 per month, so we have to find the sum of their incomes. So guys, we are going to repeat that trick again, and it's very simple. We are going to multiply this 3 with this 9, that is 27, and this 3 with this 200 again, that is 600. Now this 4 with this 7, that is 28, and this 4 with this 200, that is 800. Now we are going to perform the subtraction operation here. 27 minus 28 is -1 unit, and 600 minus 800 is 200 minus. So -1 unit represents -200, so negative negative will cancel out. That means 1 unit represents 200. Now we are supposed to find the sum of their incomes. Sum of their income is this portion. That means 9 unit plus 7 unit. So 9 unit plus 7 unit is 16 units. So if 1 unit represents 200, then 16 unit would represent 3300. This is your answer, guys. Okay guys, I have set this question up for you. Please pause the video and try it yourself, and leave your answer in the comment section, and we'll be moving on to the next trick now. Alright guys, this is the third and a very important type of question which is frequently repeated in the SSC particularly. It says that if two mixtures are filled with a mixture of water and milk in ratio 3:4 and 5:3 respectively, and if the mixtures are poured into the third vessel, find the ratio of milk and water in the third vessel, or water and milk in third vessel. So guys, the question says that we have two vessels. Let me draw this up for you. So we have two vessels, and each has a mixture of water and milk. So water and milk here, and here also water and milk. So it says the ratio in the first vessel is 3:4 and second is 5:3 respectively. So it has said that we are pouring these two vessels in a third vessel, and now we are supposed to find the ratio of water and milk in this vessel. So guys, it is not mentioned that what quantity we are taking from each vessel, so we'll consider the quantity to be 1:1. That means 1 part from this vessel and 1 part from this vessel. So guys, the method and trick is very simple. I'll be explaining to you. So let us assume that water and milk, and this is vessel A and B, and it says that the first ratio is 3:4 and the second is 5:3. So guys, what we are going to do is we are going to add these two numbers first. This is 7, and add these two. This is 8. Now we are going to find out the LCM of these two numbers, and which is of course 56. Now we are going to look for the number with which we should multiply 7 in order to get 56, and that is 8. And similarly for this case, and here it will be 7. Now we are going to multiply 8 with this 4 and with this 3. So 8 4s are 32, 8 3s are 24. Now we are going to multiply this 7 with this 3. 7 3s are 21, and with this 5 as well. 7 5s are 35. I am just making a column so that you can understand it properly. Now we are going to add this 24 with this 35, and that will be 59, and this 32 with this 21, and that will be 53. And this is going to be our answer, guys. So the ratio of water and milk in the third vessel will be 59:53. That's it. Okay guys, let's move on with the second question. It says that two mixtures are filled with a mixture of water and milk in the ratio 3:4 and 5:3. Now first of all, let me make it for you. Three is to 4, and similarly here 5:3. Now it says that if the ratio of the mixtures poured into the third vessel is 5:2. Now see guys, we have a third vessel here, and in the last question it was not mentioned that what quantity we were taking from which vessel, and in this question it is mentioned that we are taking 5 parts from this vessel and 2 parts from this vessel in order to create a mixture, and we are supposed to find the ratio of milk and water in the third vessel. Now we'll be repeating the trick again, and it's very simple. So I'll be writing water and milk is to be, and it says that the ratio is 3:4 and 5:3 respectively. And guys, since it is mentioned that the ratio of mixtures poured into the third vessel is 5:2, that means we have taken 5 parts from this vessel A and 2 parts from this vessel B. Now again what we are going to do is we are going to add these numbers, that is 7, and this is similarly 8. Now the LCM of these two numbers is 56. Now again we are supposed to find the number with which we can multiply in order to get 56. Is here it will be 8, and in this case again it will be 7. So now we are going to multiply this number, that is 5:8, 40, with this 4, and it will be 160, and with this 3 again, and it will be 120, and then we'll be multiplying this 14 with this 3, this is 42, and with this 5, that is 70. Now again we are going to add up these two numbers, that is 190, and it will be 202. This is going to be our ratio, guys. Now as we can see that it can further be simplified with a number, and that is 2. Now if we simplify it with 2, so we'll be getting 95:101. So the final answer will be 95:101. Alright guys, this question is again for you. Take a few seconds to solve the question and leave your answer in the comment section, and I'll be telling you the answers very soon. Okay guys, that's all for today, and stay tuned for more tricks, and do share and subscribe the channel please. Keep celebrating, and thank you very much.